We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
And he's like this, and we were, I need water, help me, I need water, help. And this is on live television.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia.
Unbelievable.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
But I think the juxtaposition of that and the woman dancing in the shoe, all of these things, and then we say, oh, and we say, oh, but the woman, the woman with the leaking pussy, the woman with the leaking pussy, oh, but the woman with the leaking pussy, woman with the leaking pussy, and the bucket, and the mop, and the whole thing, and the but, and we get rid of all of these things, and the point is that we get rid of all of these things, leaking pussy, and with the leaking pussy, but the woman with the leaking pussy, and she's got the bucket, and the whole thing. Now again, I'm not saying that shouldn't be allowed, she's got a wet pussy, what are you going to do about it?
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear words.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. 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 Your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy. So crazy. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Your
You used the word smart. So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Jeff. We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources.
Get your words straight, Jack. Get your words straight, Jack. Get your words straight, Jack. Get your words straight, Jack.
I admit to always improving.
Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody. Retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position. Antifa exists.
And this is just the beginning of America First.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint when they thought about it. Because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble.
Get your words straight, Jack. I gotta go. Let me respond. There's a lot to respond to here. Let's get something straight. You shouldn't be disappointed. What I've done so far is more than anybody else has done this far.
All men were created.
Number one. Number two, I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it.
For me or Trump, and you ain't black.
You will file articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden.
If you have to go home now, we have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order.
Sam, if I could just get the sentence out. You can talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people. And, I think it's inappropriate. We're all going to work together and pull it together.
That the most potent force in the Republican Party is President Trump. We need Trump plus.
No good, really bad for you. No good, no good, no good, no good, no good, no good, really bad for you.
And he's like this, and we were, I need water, help me, I need water, help.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
It was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. 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 Your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. Everybody comes in your grandmother.
He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes. And I resent like hell. I'm talking about my son, Bo Biden. You're talking about me.
I don't know Bo. I know Hunter. Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. It wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use. And he didn't have a job until you became vice president.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe, produced from the lowest forms of humanity.
Who you worried about? I'll tell you who I'm worried about.
I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. That's what they want to see. No more B-2 bombers. No more Star Wars. Let's make the quality products we need. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't. I won't yield.
Hello, users, and welcome to another motherfucker of an episode. That's right, folks. I've got a motherfucker of an app coming up pretty fucking soon yet. This isn't a regular app. Like, I know you're thinking, holy shit, this is gonna be, here we go. This is not a regular app, motherfucker. This is a motherfucker of an episode. I don't know what that means yet. I haven't identified what it is that is different between a regular fucker or just a regular episode versus a motherfucker of an episode. This is a totally new terrain for me. And I could have done this in the 10-minute intro, but I am a dumb fuck, so I got a smudge on my glasses. Sorry, folks. I only realize that there's a smudge on my glasses when I'm trying to read text. I'm like, wait a second. Why is there a fucking piece of cheese on my fucking screen? Wait, no, that's just my eyeballs. They're on my eyeballs. I don't actually have cheese on my screen, but what are you gonna do? I was just trying to think of something. What if I always think, what if I just accidentally poked this through my eyeball? It's possible, right? It's possible. You're trying to, oh no, you just get your glasses stuck in your eyeball. Has anyone ever done that? Because I feel like I've almost done that so many times. Anyway, hello, folks. Welcome to the show. So I'm going to say hello to everyone in the chat room. And you're going to like it, motherfucker. Joe Chen, what's up? We got Jalal. We got Sure Yif. Ali CIA. We've got Lauren. We've got Choking on Ashes 6-1. We've got Guinea the Dragon. I love dragons. We got Vertigo. We got some other people that I need to scroll down. We got Cloud. We got Abner. We've got some other people. We got Jeffrey. We got Mr. Freak Glitcher. We got Ham Ass Motherfucking Stir. We got Lindsay Rob. We got Ron Ass Motherfucking Ralsh. We got Mark McDougal. Which, by the way, hopefully you've got Dogecoin. You're such an Elon Musk fan, right, Mark? How's your Dogecoin doing? Let me know. We've got Lost in the Fog of War. I'm drinking my coffee right here. Check this out. Woo! Damn! You see, I just drank some coffee live on stream. We got Carlos. We got Brooke. We got some other people. We got Gazebo. Hello, Erica. How's it going? Hello, Bob. Hey. Alright, Ron Walsh, I'm reading your message. Hi, Cyber Damon. Your analysis of Kyle's take on AOC's donation to vulnerable Dems was very nuanced. I have to admit, I'm prone to apathy and depression. I think Kyle is. You really woke me up. Damn, dude, get woke. That's cool to hear. You don't have Dogecoin? Imagine, right, your name is Mark, right? You wake up in the morning, right? This is you, right? This is you in the morning. Ah, yes! Right, and then you grab, your tablet or your cell phone, and you're like, I wonder what Elon Musk has tweeted since I've been in a slumber. Right, your name is Mark. This is what you do. This is your daily base. This is what you do. This is why you're on Earth. So you're drinking your coffee, you're fucking eating your bagel or whatever the fuck you eat in the morning, you fucking idiot. And then you go I wonder what Elon Musk has been tweeting since I've been in a slumber. So you go, and you look, and you open up your Elon Musk app, because you don't have Twitter. Right? It's not like you've got a Twitter account and you follow one person. No. You've got the Elon Musk app. It just embeds his Twitter feed. It's its own application. You don't need anything else. Because honestly, Twitter is prone to getting you distracted. You don't need to be distracted. All you need to see are what Elon Musk is tweeting about. Nothing else. Nothing more. Nothing else. This isn't required. This isn't necessary. You don't need to go see what Bill Gates is up to. Fuck Bill Gates. We're looking at Elon Musk. So, what is Elon Musk up to? Blimps rock. Elon Musk has tweeted out that blimps rock. In fact, I'm going to unplug my phone. Look at this, folks. Elon Musk tweeted it out. Blimps rock, folks. This is Mark's daily, this is how he wakes up in the morning. The art in cyberpunk is incredible, says Elon Musk. I'm looking on my Elon Musk application because I love Elon Musk. Richest guy in the world, but I love that guy. Anyway, that's one of those things. But imagine, right, you don't, like, it's not like, okay, so on the Elon Musk app, which we all have the Elon Musk app, right? But Mark has the Elon Musk app, and on the Elon Musk app, there's actually a Dogecoin tracker, right? Like, in fact, let me open this up. I got the Elon Musk app open, because I'm a huge fan of Elon Musk. So imagine, right, you've got the Elon Musk app, and you don't have fucking Dogecoin tracker. Like, what? What are you doing? Like, look at my Dogecoin. Look at that. Boom. You see that shit? Dogecoin going up, up, up. Right? Come on, just open up your Elon Musk app, Mark. Buy some Dogecoin. What are you doing, bro? Come on. How are you going to be a fucking Elon fan and you don't even have a fucking stash of Dogecoin? I don't even like Elon Musk, and I got a stash. I got a fucking stash. It's underneath my mattress, bro. Anyway, Dogecoin hit 8 cents yesterday. I sold them all. I am now out of Dogecoin. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. Never going back. Fuck Dogecoin. All my homies hate Dogecoin. Let me check the price right now. See if I can buy it back. Doge's down. No, it's up. It's up, up, up. Spend too much money on Tesla stock, this motherfucker. Imagine being an Elon Musk fan. Like, at least you got a good sense of humor about it. I will say that I appreciate the sense of humor that you've got. Let's see. Dogecoin hit 8 cents yesterday. Can you imagine that? That's crazy. And by yesterday, I mean today. It did that at 7 a.m., motherfucker. I woke up at 9. Yo, wow. I've had an incredible couple of days. Let me just tell you. Like, I feel like the weekend, like this is the greatest weekend I've ever had in my entire life. It's just a really fantastic motherfucking weekend. So I just wanted to say. But I was not awake at 7 a.m. I was in a slumber because I stayed up all night. I was up until I think 11:30ish. I had a great night, folks. I had a great night, let me just tell you. I guess I should start the show, right? Like, I mean, what is it, like 10:13? Everyone's probably, like, Ron Walsh has just entered the stream. I thought this was a news stream. What's going on here? Like, we got some new viewers here, and here I am doing a bit. I'm doing a fucking bit, and I'm not talking about the coin, motherfucker. I'm not talking about that. I'm doing a bit, as in the comedy, as in I'm being funny, except I'm not funny. I'm just extremely unfunny. It's crazy. But I'm trying to be funny, and it's the thought that counts, so... last night, I'm a little confused. God damn it. It makes it all worth it. But yeah, last night I had a good night. Friday I decided to play Minecraft and do mushrooms, and I decided to do that again last night, and so I double dipped, and it was really fun, really enjoyable. After, it was 4 hours or so in, right, I remembered, right, this is one of the things about the mushroom. You gotta respect the mushroom. I remembered that popcorn exists, right, and that's I love popcorn. It's a huge aspect of my life. So there is a point where I remembered that popcorn existed, right, I had lived for some reason, I had lived multiple hours of my life just, with the idea of popcorn just not really being a part of my brain, and then that it just woke up. I was like, wait a second, popcorn exists. And so I went to go eat popcorn, and I watched some Naruto. It was great. I smoked a lot of weed. It was awesome. I had a great night. And then I went to bed, and I had the most incredible fucking dream experience. Motherfucking Max the dog, look at this. Where is this dog? He's on the floor right now. Motherfucking Max the dog, right? This dog, I swear to God, he is so fucking precious. He is so precious. So, it was a little hot. It was a little bit toasty, in my living location, right? It was a little toasty, and I was, kind of on an adventure, right? So I'm I'm gonna put the air conditioner on, right? I'd rather it be cold, and then I can wear... Oh, I got a new weighted blanket, by the way. I got a weighted blanket. Look at this. Look, I'm working out right now. You see this? I'm working out. That's me. But I got a weighted blanket. And so I'm getting ready for sleep. It's 11:30, right? I've got this weighted blanket on, and I swear to you, it was the most incredible experience. I feel like I was in the mouth of a giant, and their tongue is on top of me. It was crazy. But that's kind of my experience. 9 years ago, looking for weed porn. This is Jalal's message. I found Getting Doug with High, which led me to Rogan, Alex Jones, TYT, Sam Sater, etc. And finally, Cyberdemon 531. Algorithms. So wait, 9 years ago you looked for weed porn, and then now I'm here? That's incredible. That's truly insane. You just reminded me of popcorn. That's dope. Yo, I put olive oil and Crystal extra hot sauce on my popcorn last night. That was fucking amazing. So, anyway, Ron Walsh, this is what we do here in the morning. We just kind of shit talk. We're humans here. This is a human show. This is not... You know, you might think that, like, you know, this is a political show. This is not a political show. This is a human show. Like, you might be thinking humanist. No, no, no. There's no isms. There's no ists. We're humans, motherfucker. We're just sitting here. We're in our own, like, I've got coffee. Look at this. Look at this. You ever think about this? Coffee. Coffee. It's black coffee. I drink my coffee black most of the time. So you ever think about the fact, like, imagine, right? Like, you are a human being, right? There are literal slaves that work on this planet in the year 2021 to provide me this coffee. I think about this all the time. I've been, like, you know, I try to buy ethically sourced coffee when I can, but, it's a little bit more pricey. And I've been making a little bit more money on YouTube, so I have been buying some more ethically sourced coffee, right? But just think about the things that are in your life right now. Like, look at this cell phone. Like, this cell phone was literally manufactured by slaves. Like, can you believe that shit, man? Like, capitalism is fucking crazy, yo. Like we're all just sitting here. I'm in my bedroom. I got this weighted blanket. Like, look at this. It's like I'm sitting on it. Sorry, like I can't, get the whole thing, right? But like I'm sitting on this weighted blanket. And that was probably made by slaves too. In the year 2021, like we're just sitting here in my bedroom, right? I've got like a fucking bottle of seltzer right here. This was probably made by someone who was underpaid at the very least. Like this whole planetary system of fucking governance, man, it's fucking shit. It is shit. So the coffee's good. Like, let me just tell you, the coffee's good. So I think personally it is our responsibility as humans that have access to the internet, it is, I think, our responsibility to spread the message for people that do not have access to the internet. Did I get it at Costco? No, I got this at Walmart. It was on sale. I got it for like $10 or something. It's a weighted blanket. It's like 15 pounds. It's pretty good, right? Like, obviously, I'm super strong, so I can just do this. Look at this, man. This is awesome. But this was me last night. This was me. Like, I was, like, feeling like I was inside, something. I was inside something, right? I was wrapped up. I was fucking... It was crazy. And Max the dog kept trying to get under the covers. He was like... Brrr. That's what he does. Max the dog. He does that dog noise. That's right, folks. He does a dog noise. He's like... Brrr. Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. I can't do it because I'm not a dog. I'm a human, right? But, like, he does a dog noise. It sounds like a robot. It sounds like a buzzing noise. It goes like, but it sounds like more like it's got a Z in it. It's like, right? It's just really strange, right? He does it when he stretches. Max, are you there? He's on the floor. He's taking a nap. He does it when he stretches, right? So this guy's like, right? So I wake up in the middle of the night. I think there's a helicopter crashing through my fucking window, right? No, it's just Max, like, fucking poking his goddamn talons in my fucking face. He's like, he's like trying to get under the blanket. I'm like, Max, what the fuck? I'm in the middle of a goddamn action movie in my fucking head, and you're fucking poking me with your talons here. What are you doing, Max? What are you doing? And then I put the blankie on him. And you know what he does? He doesn't want the blankie on him. No. He just wants to make sure that I know that if he wants that blankie, that he will take that blankie. He doesn't want me to put it on him. No, that's too much. And plus, I wouldn't put the weighted blanket on him. I don't want to crush his spine. So I have another blanket. I put the other blanket on him. And he's like, and then like 2 seconds later, he stretches and throws it off, gets off the bed, gets back on it, and then gets on the blanket. He sits on the blanket. I just put on top of him. He sits on the goddamn blanket. It's crazy, man. So is this a self-help exercise channel? This is everything. This is a human channel. We'll get to the news in a moment. I got some good, like, I've got some bad news. That's the thing, is like, do I want to get to the news? Like, I've got some bad fucking news. Like, I don't want to, why is the whole world like, oh yes, let's get to the news, folks. And then like the news pops on and it's like mass shooting, police brutality, and like, people are dying and there's a war and people are starving. It's like, I don't want to see that. I just want to fucking drink my slave sourced coffee, go on my slave sourced fucking cell phone. Like I just want to like fucking live on my underpaid, low wage working fucking created weighted blanket. Right? And then the news pops up. I got people coming into the chat room telling me to look at the goddamn news, look at the news. And I look at the news, what do I see? Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Hold up. Which account did he tweet this from? That's right, folks. Matt Gaetz. We're talking about Matt Gaetz here. Which account did he tweet this from? Here we go. Okay. This motherfucker. This motherfucker. I can't, dude. I literally. Okay. So Matthew Gaetz, the most canceled man in America, is not doing so hot right now when it comes to just existing, when it comes to dealing with the absolute state of just everything around him right now. It's not that good. So Matt Gaetz tweets this out. He tweets, "I may be a canceled man in some corners." In my corner, he's a canceled man. I just want to be full disclosure. I've got a corner. It's fleshed out. It's occupied. This corner is on the map right now. And I just want to say, in this corner, we canceled Matt Gaetz. I just throwing that out there. He's a canceled man in my corner. So maybe your corner's different. As he said, Matt Gaetz himself said, some corners, right? So maybe there's other corners out there. I'm not sure. But in my corner, hopefully everyone in the that watches me, hopefully in all y'all corners, canceled as well. So I may even be a wanted man by the deep state, but I hear the millions of Americans who feel forgotten, cancelled, ignored, marginalized, and targeted. I draw confidence knowing that the silent majority is growing louder every day. Well, the silent majority was pretty loud in 2016. In fact, they were so loud that the loser of the 2016 election became president anyway, I guess, right? And so everyone kept telling me the silent majority, right? It's growing, it's stronger, right? And then on November 3rd, the silent majority, I mean, they were pretty fucking silent. They didn't show up. They didn't do much, right? They were pretty quiet about it. And then the guy who lost the first election lost another election, but this time he lost it in the right way. It's like when you bet on a sports game, you know what I mean? Like you bet that like the fucking, you know, the fucking, I don't know, the fish are gonna fucking lose by 6 points to the fucking, you know, the tortoises, right? And so, but if they lose by 2 points, you lose your bet because you bet that they lose by 6 points, right? So that's the idea, you know. That's basically how America works. You know, you gotta lose, but you gotta lose the right way in order to actually, you know, become president. You know, like that's the way it works. But so again, the silent majority, pretty silent. And they're also pretty silent on defending Matt Gaetz. Because I have, like, even Marjorie Taylor Greene, right, QAnon congressperson-in-chief, she is, like, out of there. She deleted all of her photos with Matt Gaetz. I mean, her whole thing is #SaveOurChildren. #SaveOurChildren. Let's go. We got to save the kids. She's not going to go out there and defend Matt Gaetz, right? That's crazy. Maybe she is. I don't know. But Matt Gaetz is also tweeting some cringe from his other account. He's got this other account here. And so we have this guy, Randy Quaid. I don't know who this is. He's an actor, apparently. And so Matt Gaetz retweets this. This is an hour ago, folks. This is breaking news. Matt Gaetz has retweeted some breaking news. So, like Matt Gaetz previously said, in some corners, he is a canceled man. At least he may be a canceled man in those corners. But there are other corners out there. That's right. There's 4 corners in a square. And if we're talking about some, like, obtuse parallelogram or some shit, right, we're like, or polygon, I don't fucking know, man. I dropped out of high school. But if we're talking about one of those shapes, there could be 5, 6, 28 corners. Who knows, man? So anyway, Randy Quaid is going out there saying, what was Matt Gaetz trying to expose just before he was assaulted by fake news? Think about it. Remember when Donald Trump tweeted this guy out too? It was great. But anyway, so Matt Gaetz, not having a good time. He's a canceled man. He's wanted by the deep state. And just the regular state. He's wanted by the shallow state as well. I think the whole state kind of wants him because he's been involved in a sexual trafficking scandal. Like I don't think the deep state needs to be involved. I think the regular state at that point, the deep state sits back, they fucking put their legs up in their lazy boy, and they just eat some popcorn and chill, and then the regular state takes it from there. So he may be wanted by the deep state. He's also wanted by the regular state. He's canceled in almost every single corner. And to be honest, like, even his best friend is ratting him out to the feds. Like, Matt Gaetz is not having a good day. So he wasn't having a good day yesterday. He's definitely not having a good day today. And unlike myself, I want to provide some stark contrast. I'm having a great day. I am not involved in a sexual trafficking scandal. I'm drinking coffee in my bedroom doing a YouTube show. It's a great day for me. Not so much for Matt Gaetz. So, sucks to be him. But maybe you shouldn't have. If you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime. Though Matt Gaetz has some experience with doing some time as well, because he got arrested for a DUI. But that's on another whole different thing. All right. So that's the Matt Gaetz story for today. Yo, this motherfucking bitch was in my chat room. Like, I swear to God, this bitch is talking about Bitcoin Cash in my chat while I'm talking. Like, I'm scrolling up for you, motherfucker. Don't think you're getting away with that. I saw the words Bitcoin Cash, and I saw Kelsey in my chat. I'm like, no, this bitch is not getting away with it. I'm scrolling. The news says Bitcoin Cash is worth $100 billion. No, not dollars, just 100 billion. It's worth 100 billion. 100 billion what? Not sure, but it's worth 100 billion. Thank you, Kelsey. His other best friend was a child trafficker. Unlucky. Yeah, I know. I hate when that happens. More like Bitcoin trash. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Cyberdin, any take on the Amazon vote? Could use a pick-me-up. I don't know what the situation is. I know that they have seemingly lost, but I've also, last I read, I did not read anything else this morning. So if anything has changed this morning, please let me know. But last I read, it was likely that they were going to lose, but not confirmed. But also, I believe the National Labor Relations Board is filing, or was it them or is it the union itself is filing some complaints because of these mailboxes or whatever. Honestly, I need a refresher on that. I might do that tomorrow. Ron Walsh, I might do that tomorrow. Because there should be some more news. It'll be a Monday, so I might do more Amazon stuff tomorrow. But if they did lose and it's confirmed that they lost and it's over, I mean, that sucks, right? Like, that's like really bad. Even in the words of our former president, who probably is not a fan of unions, but
no good, really bad for you.
Like, it's pretty bad if that happens. President of RWDSU is going to appeal all of the laws that Amazon broke. Right, okay? Yeah, I know they broke a shitload of laws, but I just don't know if it's like one of those situations where they break the law and pay off the legal fees, or if there's a redo. You know what I mean? It's confirmed. It lost 2-1? Are you serious? Damn, bro. That's crazy. 2-1. I thought it would be a little bit closer than that. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. It's unfortunate. You can call me Andrea, by the way, Ron. That is my name. There's likely going to be a redo. I hope there's a redo because that's awesome. I love redos. I love, like, one of these days, right? Like, one of these days, it might be, like, years from now, but one of these days, I'm going to show up, like, to the stream, and I'm going to be, like, wasted, right? Like, one of these days, right? I do a lot of drugs. So, like, I'm going to show up to one of these streams, and I'm going to be out of my mind. I'm done. I'm going to be crazy. And then I'm going to, like, show up, like, 4 hours later. It's, like, 3:30, right? I'm going to be like, can I just try again? That's going to be me at some point. And so I got to, right now, I've got to impart in my audience that I'm a fan of redos so that, like, a couple years down the line, if I need a redo, y'all are already primed. Like, oh, this bitch has been talking about redos for years. She's been going off about how she loves redos. Y'all are going to give me that fucking space there. Where's Max? Max is on the floor. He's resting at this current moment. He's tuckered out. He had an excursion this morning. He walked. And so it was crazy. I'm actually talking about this with a union leader on GMC this week. Well, I refer to Jeffrey's video. Everyone follow Jeffrey. Just kidding, actually, because Jeffrey posts content on a channel that he doesn't post in the chat on. So, Jeffrey, would you like to remind us which channel you are going to be posting that content on so that new viewers can be directed to your stream for positive news on Amazon? Positive ass, motherfucking ass. That's what I like. Nothing better. All right, folks. Let's get into some news. Hopefully, Ron Walsh is okay with this level of news. This is a live show. Like, this isn't like, you're not watching a segment on YouTube. Oh, let me see what the streamer has said about this news. No, this is a live ass stream. This is unfiltered, unplanned, unstrategized. I have nothing. I got no notes. Actually, I do have notes. It's just links to the articles. That's it, folks. That's it. No notes. No highlights. I don't even read the articles anymore. This is something I stopped doing a while ago. I don't even read the fucking article. I read the headline. I go like, that might be interesting. I throw it in the notepad. I don't even do any prep work. This is low effort. I'm not gonna lie. This is totally low effort. I'm just phoning it in. That's right, folks. I got the phone right here. I'm holding the phone. I'm phoning this fucking shit in. You think I'm gonna read an article 2 times? Why would I read it 2 times? I don't even read books that I like 2 times. And you're telling me I'm gonna read an article twice? For what reason? For no reason. There's no reason for that. So that I know what I'm talking about and I look a little bit more professional. I don't want to look a little bit more professional. In fact, I want to look a little bit less professional. I don't want to look unprofessional completely, but I just like, I need a significant downgrade, like 5, 10, maybe 15% cut back on my professional level. So that's basically what's happening here. What if the employees of a blue state Amazon facility try to form a union? Better chances of success. I disagree. I don't think it matters what state the Amazon union is in. I think it matters what the level of employees are, like what their information level is, and that stuff. I think Amazon would try just as much in a blue state to fuck around as in a red state. I don't think the state necessarily matters. Though right to work laws definitely play a factor. I think that might be like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm talking on my asshole here, but like Amazon is like the most powerful corporation in the world. So like, I feel like they're going to fuck around either way is my point there. So there's an organizing effort at a facility in Illinois right now. What we got to do is we got to assault these facilities. Every single one of y'all motherfuckers need to quit your job, work for Amazon, and tell those motherfuckers to unionize. That's what we got to do. Anyway, speaking of bullshit-ass bullshit, that's right, folks. Bullshit? We're talking about bullshit. That's right. I don't even care about the monetization for this video. Why? Because this is such fucking bullshit. You know what's bullshit? Joe Biden. You know what else is bullshit? Kamala Harris. Fuck them bitches. All my homies hate those motherfuckers. So, here we got an article. This was published 5 days ago, but I'm getting to it now, because why not? Biden is too busy to decriminalize marijuana, Harris says. Biden is too busy. Really? That's incredible. Now remind me, what do you need to do in order to change the scheduling of marijuana? Right, just executive order, right? Like, it's not like you need to pass through Congress or anything. So remember when Joe Biden assumed office, right? Like he walked into the White House after the inauguration and he signed those like 25 executive orders. One of them could have been legalizing cannabis. He was like, whatever. I mean, like, I campaigned on it, right? I got the pen. Like, I mean, like, I could. I mean, I signed 30 of these fucking things. 31? I can't do it. I'm too busy. I can't do 31. So, that's the absolute state of the White House right now. I don't want to give you my email. Anyway, Vice President Kamala Harris says that the Biden administration isn't focused on following through on its marijuana reform pledges because it's too overwhelmed with responding to the coronavirus pandemic. Bitch motherfucker. Now, I don't want to be like, I just want to be fully, I am like definitely borderline a wellness person. Like I'm absolutely there. Like I'm like in that orbit, right? But there have been articles that have been saying that marijuana helps combat SARS, duplication or replication or whatever the fuck. Again, not a professional, just seeing shit I read on the internet. But I don't give a shit about that. I just want to get high, motherfucker. I want to smoke weed and I want to get high. I want to get stoned. I want to get fucked up, and I want to wake up in 3 days and go like, damn, that was epic, right? Because then I'm less likely to go outside. I'm less likely to go into a grocery store if I'm high. Actually, that's not true because I love going shopping when I'm high. But that being said, I may be slightly less likely. But like maybe actually, I might be more likely. That being said, that's just me personally. But most people when they're high, they don't want to get off the couch. They don't want to get up. They don't want to go to the store. They certainly aren't going to drive unless you're a fucking crazy person, right? I'm just saying, don't drive and don't do drugs and drive. Just saying, it's illegal. I'll get in trouble. You'll get in trouble. It's not good, folks. But anyway, I just want to get high, so let's keep going. In an interview with the San Francisco Chronicle, the vice president was asked about the cannabis policy and said, quote, "We haven't taken that on." What? We haven't yet taken that on. What does that mean? We haven't yet taken that on. What? What? But this is the thing that the White House wants you to do. This goes back to like the parliamentarian voting down a $15 minimum wage. Remember that shit? You remember that? We almost had a $15 minimum wage in this country. And then the parliamentarian is like, what? Right? And it was like, what? Like, what is that? Right? And then Joe Biden was like, there's nothing we can do. Kamala Harris is like, I can't do anything. It's the parliamentarian. Can't do it. Right? Even though they could. Like, I mean, they could. There's nothing in the Constitution that says, and thou shalt follow the ruling of the parliamentarian, an unelected official. What? That's not in the Constitution, right? So they could do something about it. They chose not to. Right? But this is one of the things that they hide behind. They hide behind procedure. They're telling you, look at Smacks the dog, folks. He knows we're talking about weed. He's ready. Right? But so they hide behind procedure. They're like, hey, well, we don't have enough time for that. I know that we could just... we have infinite staff. I mean, we're the fucking president of the United States. Even if, like, let's assume. All right. Everyone is busy. Every single employee at the White House is busy. Bitch, motherfucker, you're trying to legalize weed, all right? You could go... Now, again... Fucking mushrooms are decriminalized in the fucking District of Columbia. Mushrooms, motherfucker. We're not even talking about weed anymore. We're going up. We're leveling up to a whole new world. Mushrooms are decriminalized in Washington, D.C. But so is marijuana. So this motherfucker, Joe Biden, anyone, Kamala Harris, could literally walk outside, pull a random person off of the street and say, hey, you want to legalize marijuana? Can you print this out for me? I need to sign this. And guess what they would do? They would print that motherfucking shit out and give it to you because they want to legalize marijuana federally. So again, this idea that they're too busy, like, oh man, sorry, the employees are just, they're all doing something else. Bitch, motherfucker, what? What? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so let's read. Honestly, right now, we've been focused on getting people food. What? Remember this, right? This is, I know, I'm going in, right? So, remember what they said about the American Rescue Plan? Oh, it cuts child poverty in half. What? First of all, how do you measure child poverty, right? They don't talk about how child poverty is actually, like, the poverty line is, like, what is it, like $16,000 or something? Bitch, motherfucker, try living on fucking $20,000. That's still difficult. But either way. So you're telling me we can cut child poverty in half, but we can't cut child poverty? What? Sorry, what? So we're working, like, there's children that are starving right now. And they're going to be starving in 6 months from now when the fucking money dries up, which it already has for a lot of people, right? So you're telling me you can cut child poverty in half, but you aren't? All right, well, anyway, so we're focused on getting people food. No, you're not. Helping them stay in their apartments. Where's the fucking rent forgiveness? Rent forgiveness anywhere? No? Just $1,400 for one time? Just, wait, rent No rent forgiveness. No eviction, there's a moratorium, right? But the rent stacks up. So an eviction moratorium without rent forgiveness is just, now you have to pay $10,000 in August instead of in April. Well, great. You're in your house for another 3 months, but that doesn't fix the fucking problem. And it just strings along your anxiety. It makes you, like, literally mentally unhealthy, which leads to, like, eating habits that are bad, which leads to stress, which leads to cancer, which leads to death, motherfucker. You're going to die of stress. Listen to me. Like, I spent most of my childhood with housing insecurity, motherfucker. Look at me. I'm a crazy fucking mess. I'm done. My life is over. Not coming back from that one, folks. Right? But my point here is, you're helping people stay in your apartments, your homes. What? You're getting kids back to school before the whole population is vaccinated? What? Now again, getting kids to school is not so they can learn. They don't want kids to learn. They don't give a fuck if they learn. Who cares, right? It's about childcare. It's daycare. That's what schools are. It's free daycare funded by the state, right? So they want kids to go to school so that adults can go back to work more often. That's what they're doing. It's not about, oh, we want to get the kids need to learn. Learn what, motherfucker? There's a pandemic going on. Like, Jesus Christ, they're trying to survive. They're out here trying to fucking foraging for berries in the wilderness, dude. Like, we going to school. What? Getting shots into arms, she said. That's the good thing. I will say, the good thing about the Biden administration is the vaccine rollout. That's good shit. This has been all-consuming. What does that mean, it's been all-consuming? You're understaffed? Guess what? You're the president of the United States. Go get some more staffers. I don't understand. Like, literally no one would give a shit. If your taxes went up by, like, let's say, a 16th of a penny so that you could hire an additional staffer to legalize marijuana, I guarantee you, motherfucker, no one would care. No one would give a shit. You might see some guy in Wyoming go like, oh, my taxes were raised by a 16th of a penny so that they could legalize marijuana. Those fucking drug users. Like, they might do that. But guess what? Fuck them. Fuck them. Who cares? Like, anyway, let's scroll down. This is the first time Harris or Joe Biden has publicly talked about cannabis since the November election. But while it's the case that the administration has prioritized, I don't give a shit. Marijuana, on the other hand, is taking a back seat. By the way, advocates have argued that cannabis policy and coronavirus relief are not mutually exclusive. For one, ending federal marijuana prohibition could free up more states. By the way, coronavirus. Let's just talk about this purely on okay, you're dealing with coronavirus. What about all those people that are arrested for marijuana possession? They're not even high. They're walking to their friend's house with a joint in their pocket, because they want to go to their friend's house, right? Let's say they're both vaccinated, right? Let's just, but maybe they're not vaccinated, but they're friends. They're cautious. They wear their masks. They know what they're doing, right? So they're walking to their friend's house. They got a doobie, right? They're going to play some Halo 3 split screen. They're going to have a good ass time, right? So, here comes the popo. Arrest that motherfucker. Throw him in jail, right? Take away their items, including their mask. A lot, in especially southern states, they will literally take your mask away from you, throw you in a jail cell with other people who may be infected with coronavirus. You don't know. You have no protection. And they'll just let you sit for 8 hours, get infected, and then, hey, you're not going to post bail. You're going to jail, motherfucker. So again, if you were to legalize marijuana, COVID rates would go down. So that it's not like... What? It's crazy. It was passed by the House. The leader of the Senate says that we need to not only decriminalize marijuana, we need to legalize marijuana. I'm sorry, I've spent too much time on this story, but what the fuck is this garbage, man? Why do I need to read any more of this? Like, what is this? What is that? Biden's opposition to adult use legalization has not changed the White House president. Like, what? Who are these people? Seriously, are these human beings? Imagine you're Joe Biden. I have never smoked weed. Like, what? like, the way I put it, I put weed in the same category, as far as you do, is in the same category as coffee. If you drink coffee, honestly, what's the realistic difference between you smoking weed? Actually, coffee, in a lot of ways, has more negative health effects, right? You can get heart palpitations, you get anxious sometimes, right? Yeah, sure, you can get anxious with marijuana. That's totally possible. But I'm just saying, coffee, every time I drink coffee, my heart rate skyrockets. I'm just saying, maybe I'm drinking too much fucking coffee, right? But, I'm just throwing that out there, right? I put coffee or marijuana in the same category as cigarettes. Actually, I put cigarettes in a category above marijuana. Fuck cigarettes. All my homies hate cigarettes. If you're smoking cigarettes, shut the fuck up. Get something else in your fucking body, because that shit's garbage, right? But my point here is that, what? Imagine, living your whole life. You're a human being. What are you? Think about this. You're human beings. We've all been gifted with a unique ability to perceive the world with a human consciousness. What the fuck? Right? We're created with trillions of different, living beings inside of us, right? Look at my fingernails, motherfucker. I'm not cutting these fingernails. These fingernails are a part of my body. These fingernails are dead, right? These are dead. They're dead. These were produced by cells that are dead. Their stories are over. They will never be alive again. But I am here. The human consciousness that they built, that they worked their whole lives on maintaining, is here to tell their story, right? And part of being a human is to explore the depths of the human consciousness. So imagine you're 70-something fucking years old and you're telling me you've never smoked weed? What? Like, what is the point of even being alive? Like, what do you do for fun? Like, what is wrong with you? You don't smoke weed? Like, are you joking? Like, George, fucking, I don't know why I said George. I meant to say Jesus, but George Christ. Like, I fucking, goddamn. Anyway, that's that. I spent way too long talking about that. But whatever, I like weed. It's okay. How's everyone doing? Hello, Arclight. What's up? Some people get affected by coffee and some don't even realize it. I like coffee. I wouldn't even say that a higher heart rate is negative. I'm just throwing shit in there. I'm just spewing shit. That's what I'm doing. I'm spewing shit right now. Yo, I'm like desperately trying to find my vaporizer, but like I don't know where it is. Like I'm trying. Like I'm really. Like, this is like, you know, this is a problem. Got some seltzer here. I'll drink some seltzer. It might power my brain. I might remember. I drink coffee. That's not a joke, folks. Not a joke. Thank you, Bodan, for the contribution. Thank you, Bodan. Yo, where the fuck is my goddamn vaporizer? Have I been ripped off? Oh, here it is. Woo! Ron Walsh, I know I'm picking on you and I'm sorry, but I love when people come into my chat room and say that they're a new user. For whatever reason, to me, that's just like, it's the most exciting thing in the world, right? I love speaking to new people that don't know about this experience because I'm a wacky motherfucker. Like, I'm crazy. Like, I am out of control, man. I am out of this fucking world, right? So it's like, how are you feeling about the stream right now? Like, this is certainly better than Kyle Kalinske, am I right? Like, let's be honest here, fellas. Like, this is definitely a level up from Kyle Kalinske. Like, I mean, like, as far as the ski clan is concerned, I'm a ski. We all ski here. I'm a fellow skier. I'm one of the best skiers. Like, let's be real here. Don't make me school you. No. You can't do that. I am fishing. What this is called fishing. It's called, you say things in an effort... Where the fuck is my grind? In an effort to get people to compliment you. You know, like that's what this is. That's what this whole stream is about. It's about fishing for compliments. Why else would I do this? Like, I want people to call me beautiful. I want people to call me funny. I want people to say that I'm smart, I'm inquisitive, and I'm interesting. That's why else would I stream? There's no what? Why would I fucking waste my time like doing this fucking live stream? What are you doing? Is Vouch a ski as well? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. It's a small world for the skiers out there. Maybe I'll have to uncancel Vouch. Reminder, Vouch refuses to debate me. I still don't know what we would debate on. That being said, he refuses to debate me. I'm sorry, but like maybe I should just keep doing this. Should I keep doing Vouch videos? Like just like shit posts. Like Vouch won't debate me, like 3-minute shit posts. Like just for the search engine optimization, honestly. I have no problem with Vouch. I just want him to debate me. So I don't know what we're gonna debate about, but people tell me that I could get a lot of attention if I were to debate Vouch, and I'm like, all right, so I'll debate Vouch, and he won't respond. So what are you gonna do? I don't know, man. I like Kyle, but you have some good shit. Thank you. I specialize in good shit. I am a specialist when it comes to good shit. I got a lot of good shit, actually. I mean, if you were to come to my house, you'd see a mountain of good shit. I describe every moment of my life as procuring, foraging, manufacturing, good shit. Just that's the whole reason I'm here, honestly. Like, you know, I have no other reason to exist. Like, I'm kind of a waste of space, like, let's be honest. But, in the good way, I'm the waste of space in the good way. Elephants are afraid of bees. You're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you! Thank you. How's New Jersey treating ya? Elephants are afraid of bees. Is it doing okay? I haven't been there in a couple months. How's the weather? Whenever Vaush comes into MR, it's parting of the fans. See, there's been this like drama with Vaush that maybe I should make a video on it. Maybe this is how I can get more attention. But there's this drama with Vaush. People are calling him a white supremacist because he made fun of like a black guy who said something stupid. And I saw the tweet that he made fun of, and I'm like, damn right, I would make fun of that too. It was a really fucking stupid tweet. But I don't know, man. Like, people hate him for whatever reason. I really don't get it. Like, I mean, he's a little cringy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's got this, like, ego that's, like, a little... Like, I can't tell if it's ironic. Like, but maybe I don't watch enough Vaush. But I can't tell if it's, like, ironically he thinks he's, like, highly of himself. But outside of that, I mean, I don't really care. We gotta smoke sometime. Damn right. Ron Walsh is trying to hit me up. Hopefully when the pandemic is over, I would like to, like, let's say, like, hypothetically, like, let's say a year from now, like, I would like to do, like live events, you know, like, go to, like, a, you know, a city and do, like, a thing. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do, right? Like, what would I do? Right? I don't know. But, like, I would love to, like, just party with random viewers of mine. Now, I know that that's, like, a bad idea, because, like, that's how you get raped and killed. But I'm willing to try it a couple times, right? What could possibly go wrong? Can you believe I've done this show for an hour so far? And I've covered, like, one thing. Like, I've covered, like, no, two things. I covered two things. The Matt Gaetz scoop and then, like, fucking Biden and weed. Like, let me get some more shit after this fucking bowl, anyway. Cooking with the bitch. Hell yeah. I'd cook for anyone. Like, how about that? I would rent out, like, a kitchen somewhere, and I'll cook for every single one of these motherfuckers. But I swear to God, if you complain, oh, there's not enough sugar on my food. Oh, I need my added sugar. I need my 16 grams of high fructose corn syrup. Otherwise, like, I will literally take a steak knife and jam it through your fucking plate. Just kidding. Like, I'm not gonna do that because that's a waste of silverware. But I will be very upset if you complain that, like, my cooking is not sweet enough. I've had people complain. And let me just tell you, if you want to go eat dessert, go to fucking Dairy Queen. Like, what do you think I'm gonna make dessert? What do you think? Like, oh, I'm gonna make a fucking cake? Like, bitch motherfucker, I'm making a salad and I'm making fucking spaghetti. I'm not making a cake. If you want a cake, if you want added sugar, you know, most of the fucking spaghetti sauce in jars, guess what, motherfucker? It's got like 20 grams of high fructose corn syrup. No reason, it's just in there. Right? If you want cake, go to fucking cake fucking factory, Cheesecake Factory or whatever. You know what I mean? Go there. Like, you're not coming to my fucking house to eat cake, motherfucker. Oh, it's not sweet enough. Go fucking... I do not like other people cooking for me. This is a hang-up I have. I very infrequently get takeout as well now. I just don't like people cooking for me. I like to know the ingredients. I like to know that, like, you know, there's no devious added sugars. I like to know that, like, there's no traces of meat. I don't like other people cooking for me, to be honest. So, like, that's just kind of my thing. Unless I'm there watching them cook, I guess, maybe. And then, like, I have, like, creative control. You're gonna put that in the food? You're gonna eat that? Like, and then I just take it and I throw it at the wall? By the way, if you want a teaser for my next story, this is what I'm gonna be doing next. Yep. Yeah, and that's right. Yeah, it's gonna be good, so hold on, folks. I use cane sugar. I mean, cane sugar is still fructose. Like, you know, cane, it's better than corn syrup, for sure. Like, cane sugar is superior to corn syrup, absolutely. But fructose is fructose. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's gonna kill you in the long term. So cane sugar, high fructose corn syrup, no thank you. Like, if I'm going, which I won't, but if I'm going to, I would rather have cane sugar, right? But honestly, I prefer, like, sucralose, aspartame, stevia, that kind of shit. When is Jamie, this is the real question, when is Jamie going to come on Above It All? Clearly, she was too above it all for Majority Report, right? She herself is the personification of being above it all. She's so great. Why didn't you come on my show? I'm being like half sarcastic. I like Jamie, but I mean, I'm just trying to like wrap in my show name in there, man. We'd rather use canned syrup. I don't know what you're referring to, but I'm gonna say maybe because I don't know what that means. Honey is bad. Honey is okay. I don't like honey though. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, artificial sugar sweeteners are more powerful than sugar, so they use less of it. That's kind of like, you know, why I lean on that. But I don't do real sugar. I stopped. Like, I'll do like sometimes if there's like less than 1 gram of like cane sugar in something, I'll try it, but like I'm not gonna like drink a soda. Fuck that. Caned is a term for being high? No, it's not. Eating local honey lets you ingest a nice dose of local pollen. I was actually planning on doing that. Because I usually get allergic reactions in the spring around this time, and when I walk Max in the morning, it's a disaster. Like I'm done. Like I go like sometimes I wipe my snot. I shouldn't say this, but Max is asleep, he won't hear. Sometimes I like wipe, like, you know, I'll try to sneeze like and just like let it go into the atmosphere because I'm outside, right? But sometimes I wipe my snot and then I pet Max, right? And I'm just like, you know, because like, you know, it'll deal with it later. I like I'm just kidding. I've done that one time and one time only. I just wanted to see what he would do. He didn't do anything, for reference. He didn't do anything at all. Like he literally did not know what happened. He was just happy to be alive. But I mean, what are you gonna do? That was so funny. Max is your real life Fallout companion. Do you also jump? I jump very frequently. I jump. It's alright. Max sneezes on me all the fucking time. Yo, every single morning, this dog sneezes on me like 10 times. Like, I'm like, no, now y'all are gonna say, but he's a dog, and I agree with that. But this motherfucker, when he's excited, I don't know if this is a dog thing or if this is a Max thing, but when Max is excited, he sneezes a lot. So in the morning, he's excited because he needs to go pee. I'm awake. He's happy to see me. So he goes, and he sneezes. I get like fucking, I get showered. I get like a coat, like a nice fine film around my body, like an extra layer of skin of this dog snot. And, you know, sometimes I'm thinking to myself, maybe the tables should be turned every once in a while. And I've only done it once to this point. Maybe I'll do it again. It's possible. Alright, folks. 64 people watching, 37 likes. Motherfucker, that's unbelievable. Yo, Ron Walsh and any other new people here. Do you like video games? Because I do. Right? And if this were another stream, this is where I'd be advertising like fucking some stupid mobile game. But instead, I'm going to be advertising myself. That's right, folks. Today is Sunday Run Day, the day of the week where I play video games, and I try my best to play video games, right? So it's going to be Sunday ass, motherfucking ass, son of a bitch and Run Day. And so there was some major news this week in the video game the scene. Time Splitters 2, right? A video game I've wanted a PC version of for so many years, right? I love Time Splitters. I'm a huge fan. So apparently there's this random shitty game that exists, and one of the developers, right, or some of, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look into the backstory of this game. I don't care. Maybe I will though. Worked on that shitty game, and the game sucked. It's garbage. Like it's terrible. It's like I've never played it, but this is like just from what other people have said. And in the game, there's an Easter egg that allows you to play 2 levels of Time Splitters 2. It's a really fun Easter egg. And but the developers secretly put a code in the game that it unlocks the rest of Time Splitters 2. The whole game is open. You can just do the whole game. So I'm going to put that theory to the test, and I'm going to do a speed run of Time Splitters 2, which is a game I speed run often, frequently-ish. You know, like maybe 20 times a year. I'm going to try to speedrun Time Splitters 2, which is normally on PlayStation. I'm going to try to do that on PC, see if it works. So that's going to be today's thing. It's actually really funny. Because a couple of weeks ago, when my brother was over, we did shrooms. And we were trying to play Time Splitters 2. Because I couldn't find any of the other ones, and we wanted to play Time Splitters. So the only one I could find was Time Splitters 2. We got to the 3rd level, or the 2nd level. We got to Chicago, right? Which is a great level. It's a beautiful level. It's got fucking, amazing music, right? And I realized that, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm playing. Like, there was a part where I realized I had no idea, like, what game I was playing. And I felt like I was just wandering through, like, the streets of a fucking random city. And then I remembered, I'm playing Time Splitters. This is Chicago. And I'm like, wait a second. This level is huge. It's actually not huge. It's actually just like one straight line. It's actually just one straight line. But it looked so big, and it was crazy. And then I put the game down. And so that was the last time I played that game. So I'm looking forward to playing it today. Ron Walsh, no detailed analysis of our no influences on the inner workings of Belarus politics coup. I don't know much about Belarus. I'm open to learning more. If you've got good sources that you'd want to send to me, I would love to learn from that. I would like to learn more about foreign policy and stuff, but I am not that educated in the sense. Now, there's 2 options for me to take here. Now, both of them involve educating myself, right? Obviously, there's option 3, don't educate myself, but, I like to learn. But both of these options involve educate myself. So there's educate myself and wait until I know what I'm talking about to cover more foreign politics, or stipulate I have no idea what I'm talking about in all my foreign policy videos, and learn while I do that. Now, the reason why I don't do a lot of foreign policy videos is because I don't want to look like an idiot. There's a lot of things that I don't know about other countries, and I don't want to look like a fucking moron and say something stupid and offensive to, millions of people just because I'm a dumb American. So I know that the Belarus situation, like the leader or whatever, like won an election, but it was supposed to be fixed or something. That's what the claim is. And he has been the leader for 20 years. I'm not sure. But I don't want to say something stupid. I am very I'm very concerned with saying stupid things. I don't want to say stupid things. I don't want to be like a stupid American pig. I don't want to say shit that a dumb American would say. So, and I could stipulate this in every single one of my videos and say, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but this is the way I read it as of this moment, based on the text that I'm given. I could do that. I could. Right? Because I know almost every other YouTuber who does foreign policy videos, right, is dumb. I know, look at, Jimmy Dore, for example, fucking stupid. Right? Look at all, there's not that many popular, foreign policy people on the left at this current moment in time. And there's a lot of smaller channels that I subscribe to and I follow and stuff, and that's great. But, I don't want to say something stupid, and I'm very concerned with saying something stupid. And that's a whole category of shit that I don't know much about. But if you want to teach me, I'd be happy to learn. Anyway, let's get on with the news, folks. So, dumb son of a bitch. Those are the words of the 45th president of the United States of America. That's right, folks. 2-time loser, failed presidential candidate, loser of the 2016 popular vote election, loser of both elections in the 2020 election. He tried to win via cheating, didn't work. He got caught. He got busted. He's a loser. The guy's a big fat loser, and nothing will ever change that. He's a loser. He's greasy. He's orange. He looks like a fucking crazy person, and he's orange, and he's a big orange loser. And just the idea of seeing his face triggers me, to be honest with you, because he's such a loser and he's orange. So with that being said, let's read. He called McConnell a dumb son of a bitch. Donald Trump devoted part of a speech. Now, is there audio of this? I don't know what's going on. To Republican donors on Saturday night to insulting the Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. According to multiple reports of the $400,000 a ticket closed press event, the former president called the Kentucky senator a, quote, dumb son of a bitch. Trump also said Mike Pence, his vice president, should have had the courage to object to the certification of the Electoral College results at the U.S. Capitol on 6th of January. This is from The Guardian. Trump claims his defeat by Joe Biden by 306 to 232 in the Electoral College and more than 7 million votes was the result of electoral fraud. He's still doing it. Like, do you think everyone in the room is like, yes, Mr. President. Yes, Mr. President. The election, Mr. President. Or do you think they're all secretly like, well, I put so much money in this. I mean, I have no choice. Like, what do you think? Like, is this sunken cost fallacy? Like, seriously, like, what do you think this is? Why is he still getting funding? It was not, and the lie is repeatedly thrown out of court. Exactly. Earlier, the Associated Press reported that it obtained a Pentagon timeline of events on the 6th of January, which showed Pence demanding military leadership clear the Capitol of rioters sent by Trump. Trump did nothing, and around 6 hours passed between Pence's order and the Capitol being cleared. 5 people, including a police officer, died, and some in the mob were recorded chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." More than 400 faced charges. In his remarks at his Mar-a-Lago resort on Saturday amid a weekend of Republican events in Florida, some at Trump properties, the former president also mocked the Dr. Anthony Fauci, of course. Have you ever seen somebody who's so full of crap? Again, this guy is like a wannabe stand-up comedian. Like, that's like the world he aspires to live in. Trump reportedly said about the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, right? Joe Biden's top medical advisor, who is a key member of Trump's coronavirus task force. Trump also said COVID vaccines should be named Trumpscenes.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Whew! All right. According to Politico, the attack on McConnell concerned the senator's perceived failure to defend Trump with sufficient zeal in the impeachment trial which followed the Capitol riot. Trump, who told supporters to march in the Capitol and fight like hell, was charged with inciting an insurrection. He was acquitted when only 7 Republican senators voted to convict. The language of that still pisses me off. Not enough to reach the supermajority needed. McConnell voted to acquit, then excoriated, oh Lord have mercy, my brain, Trump on the Senate floor of the certification, blah, blah, blah. Trump also attacked McConnell's wife. That's amazing. I hired his wife, Trump said, according to the Post. Did he ever say thank you? He also ridiculed her decision to resign. She suffered so greatly, the Post reported him saying, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Oh, right. Okay, never mind. And said he won her husband's seat for them. Trump had attacked McConnell before, calling him a stone-cold loser, blah, 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 who cares. And that's pretty funny. A dumb son of a bitch. That's amazing. I love that. I really hope audio is released from this because that sounds like a good-ass sound drop, buddy. A dumb son of a bitch. I'll take it. How's it going, folks? Oh shit, Bodan with some main character stuff. Some plot. I love video games. I'm 32 and would like to play them for the rest of my life. But using a common sense. There are other things I should spend my time on as well. I love Bodan, man. Bodan's amazing. Stone Cold Loser. I just like... It's amazing, man. It's really, really good stuff. Do I have any more coffee left? Not much. Wow. My pillow is just... I might get that one still. I don't know. Please don't use common sense. Common sense is honestly my least favorite kind of sense. Not a huge fan. If I'm going to be 100% with y'all, not a huge fan. Definitely leaves a lot to be desired, for sure. Common sense. But what are you going to do? I have a text message. Either that or just my emails. It was just my emails. It was just my fucking email. God damn it. Hopefully everyone's doing pretty well today. Vibe check. Vibe check. Thanks for reading my message out loud. No problem, Bodan. You got this. Feeling Naya? Alright, I'll take it. Common sense is the best intelligence. I don't know about that. I am not a fan of common sense. I don't like having preconceived notions. I like exploring things and perceiving things for what they are. Myself. I like learning by myself. And there's a lot of things in common sense that, you know, that I think are bad. I mean, like, look at common sense. Oh, this food is low fat. It must be good for you. That's common sense, right? I would say most people would see, oh, low fat on a food label and say, oh, that must be good for you. No, actually, it's worse. It's more often than not worse for you. But, like, you know, like, so, like, I'm just throwing shit out there. Like, common sense, meat is healthy. No, no, it's not. I don't know. That's the way I interpret the word or the term, but that's just me. JL 199 vibes. Yes, yes, yes. Common sense is being able to figure things out. I mean, I guess, right? I understand. Like, maybe it's a set of critical thinking tools, you could say. Anyway, I got some news here, actually. So let me get some news. I'd like to again say thank you all for watching this stream. It's been pretty cool. I've been having a good show. So I saw this the other day, and this is new. This is from April 9th. So I saw this the other day. It's super cool. There was a little bit of a news segment on they found some new stuff in ancient Egypt, and so we got a little news segment. And I thought this stuff was fascinating. I love archaeology. I love Egypt specifically. Huge fan. And so I'm going to make you a huge fan, and we're going to watch this together.
An ancient Egyptian road is a rarity, a wonder, and now for the first time ever, a lost city rising from the sand, buried for millennia, untouched, almost intact.
We discover a large city to tell us
I love this guy's hat and accent.
People. Uncovered by Egypt's most famous archaeologist, Dr. Zahi Hawass. It's the largest industrial city ever found in Egypt, believed to be more than 3,400 years old, and he gave us the exclusive tour.
It was just under sand.
Under sand. The amazing thing now is what we found inside the city.
He says it's the second most important discovery ever after King Tut's tomb in 1922.
All this zigzag architecture elements everywhere, connected with the houses, you can see in the two sides of the big street that divide the city to 3 districts, and each district has an entrance.
It's called Dazzling Aten after the single sun god as Egypt moved to monotheism. And it will change history books. It's the key to understanding the movement of Egypt's most famous pharaohs.
Each piece of sand can tell us the life of the people, how the people lived in that time when Egypt ruled the world. Okay.
The first step, dating the city. The zigzag walls used during the end of the 18th dynasty, and inscriptions on vessels used to cure meat confirmed that.
Look at this. Surprise.
Meat bad.
There's so much amazing pottery.
The inscriptions in hieroglyphic here say year 37.
History says the city was abandoned, but was the city then repopulated when the famous King Tut returned?
This vessel?
No, this guy's epic. I love this
An
guy.
ancient artifact, 3,000 years old.
It can be for drinking.
There has never been this much pottery discovered at one site, and it comes from all over Syria and Palestine. The artifacts museum ready, now being restored at the other end of the city. Vessels of all sizes, a treasure trove of semi-precious stones, scarabs, beads, and rings.
Oh, it fits on the pinky. Good. Great. Oh, there we go. Is this a real egg?
That's so cool, man.
3,000 years.
Imagine having like a fucking like an ancient Egyptian ring just on your body at all. I like how much like I would love one of those. Like I understand they should be in a museum. I get it, but like goddamn, right?
Old.
Dr. Hawass has another high-profile excavation on the go. Ramses II in the Valley of the Kings.
We are in front of the tomb of Ramses II, the king of the kings.
We descended into the tomb less gracefully than the pharaohs deserve, the first TV crew ever to film inside. And they're looking for a mystery tunnel connecting Ramses II to his sons.
You never know what the sand of Egypt may hide of secrets.
And that wind is still really brutal, but I want to show you. This is how much of the city Dr. Hawass and his team have discovered just since September. They've been working, digging straight through the pandemic, and they're not done. They believe thousands of people lived right here. They believe this is a fraction of the city that once thrived here. And Dr. Hawass says he's looking for clues about the people that lived here. And interestingly, he's looking for clues that possibly King Tut lived right here. Shep?
There you go. That's cool as fuck, man. Now, I'm a huge fan of ancient civilizations. I'm a huge fan of civilizations in general. There's a lot of ancient civilizations that you'll find that are, you know, in the 5 to 10 to even older thousands of years of old that are more communistic in the way that they design their cities. Like, there's a lot of ancient civilizations where every room is the same size and all that kind of stuff. And then I love analyzing the change of just how people build cities, because that's a huge thing for me. Is like, imagine like what we could do if like the whole world was empty, right? Like a blank Minecraft server, right? And like if we had all the technology and know how to build cities, right? Because you look at Europe, like let's look at Europe. Like, I'm sorry, no offense to Europe, but like your shit's not looking so good over there. You got castles, or like a bunch of like giant religious cathedrals everywhere. Like, what is that? Like, seriously, it's some really good like it's some really weird stuff. I know like one of them burned down a couple years ago. That was pretty rad. But like, honestly, y'all need an upgrade. I'm just joking. I'm a huge fan of historical buildings. But my point here when it comes to like ancient history is I just love looking how like ancient civilizations would build things. I also just think it's cool to think of like all the individual people that lived in those individual like cities and those rooms and like operated that shop that had that like fucking meat pot or something. You know, like that's just cool. Like, and like those are all real people that had real lives, and it's just like Egypt is in general is just such a cool, you know, mythologized kind of place that has so much. And the other thing about archaeology is that there's so much undiscovered. That's the other thing. Like, you never know when you're just going to discover proof of aliens. You know what I mean? I would love to go to Egypt. Like, that's like something like, you know, like bucket list for me. I would love to just like explore those motherfucking tombs or something. That would be great. That would be amazing. But I love ancient civilizations in general, and that stuff is cool to me. So thought I'd share, and that video came out a couple days ago, and it's cool stuff. So there you go. God bless. I'd like to say thank you for the money. 40 Rome, $20. I appreciate that. No comments or anything, but I thank you so much. I appreciate it. $5, Ron Walsh. When you become popular, remember you can choose your fan base with the content you choose. Don't let chasing fans cheapen your content. Let me be frank here. If there was an opportunity that I saw, and I'm just being 100% right now, if there was an opportunity that I saw where, and let's be honest, that's what Force the Vote was. I know, right? Where I could hitch myself to a bandwagon for 2 to 3 months just to gain a lot of followers and then bail, right? I'm down with that. If I can see there being some sort of trend that I could hop on to get a bunch of followers for a couple months, I am 1000% down to hop on that trend. But, that's a short-term play. If I could, ride a wave to, 30,000 subs and then say LMAO JK, boom, I got 30,000 subscribers, sure, I'll go back down to 20. But that, it's I'm being honest right now. I'm just being honest. But again, it would need to be something obviously compatible with my belief system. So I'm not going to go out there and talk about how my pillow is just a platform. But if there's something, a new subject or something that I can just talk about, I don't know, I'm down. That's what I did with the January 6th stuff. Now I got a bunch of YouTube strikes from robots from it, but I got a lot of followers from it too. But anyway, I appreciate the money, obviously, and I appreciate the message as well. I would like to assume that I am uncorruptible in general, but you got to keep me in check. I would like to cultivate an audience that does keep me in check. So if I start looking like a Force the Vote kind of person, right? I want someone to pop in the chat and say yo, what? That's what I'm interested in. I want an audience of critical thinkers that don't accept everything I say as gospel, but rather as tools in a way for them to participate in the discourse of life. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of audience I want to cultivate. And so as long as that's my primary principle, I would like to presume that I'm uncorruptible, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But as of this current moment in time, I have no plans. So no, I would never get rid of Max. Max is a dog. Max is a beautiful dog. He's snoring right now. Can you hear him? Look at this dog. He's just there. He's just fucking there. He's... Oh my god. This shit, man. I can't with this fucking shit. There's just a dog right there. I mean, I would definitely consider myself somewhat of a shock jock. I don't know. I swear a lot. I swear, I would say I swear significantly more than any other podcaster I have ever heard. I don't know. So I would consider myself in that category. I'm just not stupid. I don't know, man. But I guess if your whole goal is to treat YouTube like it's an investment or a stock or something, and you just want to ride certain waves, of like, oh, I'm gonna ride Force the Vote, boom, now I've got 40K. I'm gonna ride Free Assange, boom, ride Tulsi Gabbard, boom, like that kind of shit. Like if that's the way you treat YouTube, you can rise pretty quickly in that kind of scenario. If you've got no morals, no ethics, no care in the world, and just treat it like it's some sort of investment scenario. 40 Rome, I caught a clip from you on the Rational National. Glad I suggested you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Why, if you don't mind, why are you glad he suggested me? Like, what about my show do you find quality? I'm just curious. I'm fishing here. This is a fishing expedition. Why would you swear that much, Andrea? It's not necessary. I like it. It's how I was raised. Well, I guess I don't know what that means, Ron Walsh. I guess I don't know what that means. Facts, yo. Wouldn't thinking you're incorruptible be kind of a bad sign? I would say I'd like to think I am incorruptible, but that's why I have safeguards. Like that was the whole point of what I was saying. Sure, you. Is that like, but, people got to keep me in check. If, the audience senses that I'm doing something stupid, they should feel free to let me know and I'll reassess my position, because I find the people that watch me to be relatively similar in thought processes. So if I misjudge something or miscalculate, I'm open to that. And I have miscalculated things. I have misjudged things. I have done stories where I don't have all the information and I look kind of foolish, and someone points that out, and all right, then I learn. Bodan, that's sexist. How dare you? Yeah, only libs curse shame. I was raised by poor people, so what are you gonna do? You're entertaining and I like your style. I was a Kalinske fan for a while. I mean, I liked Kyle Kalinske for multiple years. I still watch his videos every now and then. But he's just not that bright. It's just that's my problem with him. Is like you notice this in a lot of professions of things that are based on hobbies. Right, you notice this in music. Like a lot of people, over time, they become worse. You notice this in video games. Oh, in a lot of video games, the earlier the video game is, typically the better the quality of the product is. Especially in Call of Duty or whatever. You look at these franchises, and it's they just start to make things just to make them. And that's what I feel like Kyle Kalinske is at right now. Is that he just makes videos just to make them. This is his job, and he doesn't learn. He doesn't, think outside of that. And I get it. I totally understand that impulse, right? And so I totally understand that impulse. 29 likes. What the fuck, y'all? Like the goddamn stream. I totally get that impulse, because again, if you do a show every single day, if you do something that does require some sort of creative output, again, doing a new show, it's different from journalism. Journalism, in a lot of senses, and this also applies to journalism, but it's a different regard. There is some creativity in journalism, but a lot of it, right, is just fact finding. A lot of it's puzzle solving, and that's the kind of thing I'm differentiating here. Whereas, in this kind of field, being a podcaster, please can you rewatch this video in 5 years' time from the Above It All centrist mansion? Yes, I will. But in this job, you especially being a talk show, yes, you have to read an article, but most of it, you have to talk. You have to come up with ways to speak. You have to come up with some overall narrative, some overall message, right? You have to have some sort of, creative output. And when you do that, for example, I do it every single day. I stream 7 days a week. I try to do at least an hour a day. I try to do 2 hours a day, but I try to be in between that every day. So that is taxing, and that is something that I understand if I were to be doing this for, let's say, 6 years, right? I don't know how long Kyle's been doing it and getting paid for it on a really high tier. I think for 6 years, right? But so I understand the impetus to say things that you don't think about, and to kind of just speak just to speak. And so, and I understand, I've watched enough of Kyle's content to know that when he does a lot of these segments, he's just basically saying what people said to him in a podcast or what he saw a tweet about. Kyle's like 30 something, like 34, something like that. And so like I totally understand that as well, of like seeing a tweet and just uncritically saying, like just saying that it's like, oh, people are saying. That's what Trump does a lot, right? That's like a Trumpian thing, and I'm not trying to necessarily draw that conclusion here. But it's like, it's just like it's a laziness, and I'm not necessarily trying to use laziness as a negative here, as a pejorative. And so like, and that's the kind of thing that like, I will fully admit, like, again, when it comes to foreign policy, I'm uncomfortable making a lot of videos about it because I am not well read enough in the subject, and I could just make the videos, but that would be like, an ounce of laziness that I don't feel comfortable with. You know what I mean? Have to go start the day's activities. Hopefully all of your Elon Musk, hopefully you properly close down the shrine. Like you've got like the shrine in your closet, and you turn the light off and you turn the candles off and you make sure that there's no excess moisture. I understand. I dug his realism in his speech, much like I like yours. We all have a sailor mouth. I appreciate it. Yeah, I am not a professional person, in any capacity, I guess. So like I know that that's going to be very limiting for me, but I'm okay with that, because the way I see it, like if I am going to do this every single day, 7 days a week, 2 hours a day ish, I'm gonna like doing it, at least as of this current moment. Like again, if I'm in a position where like David Pakman made a video recently saying someone offered him a lot of money to pretend to be conservative, right? Like if I were in a position where I like, let's say someone gave me $100 million, like let's even go low. Let's go more realistic. Let's say someone were going to give me $200,000. Like, let's be honest, I'd sell out. If someone wrote a contract that said you must pretend to be something that you're not 7 days a week, 2 hours a day for, let's say, $500,000, I would probably do that, right? Like, I mean, like, maybe, like, I'd consider it at least, right? Like, that's a lot of money. That's life-changing amounts of money for me personally. I'd consider it. And so, David Pakman doesn't have to pretend to be conservative. Yeah, I mean, David Pakman is what happens when you don't know anything about foreign policy and you make foreign policy videos. Because, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Is like, look at his fucking, like, David Pakman's political takes when it comes to shit like foreign policy is awful. It's so awful. It's like genuinely, like, gut-wrenchingly bad. Ron Walsh, are you not surviving as it is? I mean, I'm surviving, yeah, but like $200,000, like, man, I could buy a house for $200,000. I could live the rest of my life comfortably with $200,000. But I don't think if I were to take that job, I would take it in such a way that I would limit the damage I would do. Like I would probably like do purposefully awful search engine optimization. I'd probably tell people privately I'm getting paid to do things. I would definitely cheat the system. But, TYT got hugely tame. Swearing is passion. It's obviously not so important that I'd accept information I don't believe for a few swears. But when you don't self-censor, it feels more from the heart. I agree with that. What you need is a sugar daddy. If someone wants to give me copious amounts of resources in order to do little, and little to nothing, I'm down with that. I'm totally down with that. Would you say someone like Dave Rubin is being as bad at his job as possible for the money he makes? I would say Dave Rubin is definitely a good test case. Like, if I were, let's say someone paid me a shitload of money to be a conservative, I would actually unironically study from Dave Rubin. Like, because, like, literally almost no one takes what he says at face value. Like, and so, like, that's a good lesson to learn. Chopped liver. I don't even eat liver. Someone named oh, I got a text message. Hold up. Charlie, you can't text me when I'm streaming, my man. The thing about Dave Rubin is that he doesn't actually believe anything. Exactly. Like, exactly. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it I got for the show today. So, I appreciate everyone for watching. Sunday Run Day is going to be later today. I don't know when I'm going to do Sunday Run Day. Someone asked me earlier, when am I going to plan on doing it? I don't know. I typically will say something and then not do it on that specific time. So I don't know. I have no idea. I will, if I Venmo you $15 to fart on a picture of Vouch and say I don't know, I will not do that for $15. Maybe, I don't know, like, I'm going to need to see a comma for something like that, to be honest. Because, like, you have to understand, like, I'm not just doing, like, a prank for you. Like, if I were to do that, that would be a video on the internet for the rest of my life, right? So I'm going to need to see at least a comma for something like that. I like Above It All. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate that. Would I like a Dave Rubin humiliation compilation? At some point. Who's Charlie? Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Points USA or whatever. It's the college kids for Trump bullshit. God, Charlie Kirk is like out of everyone's radar. No one knows who that is anymore. The guys in the Gone Zone. I wasn't saying I was making a fair offer. That's true. Talking Points USA, damn right. But yeah, if anyone has any chat questions, comments, concerns, inquiries, inquirements, requirements, responses, retaliations, totaliations, and then totally let me know. If not, I'm going to be ending the live stream momentarily. Check this code. I'm checking. I'll check that out later. College kids for Trump are all business majors who are in a frat. Yeah, basically. Precious Bodan. Precious Bodan, if I told you I was going to play Doom today, like if that's what I told you, if that is information that you were to receive, if you knew I'm going to speedrun Doom at some point today, speedrun. So a WOD I already know. I know. You hate, like, what WOD, Bodan, have you not seen me speedrun? Like, let's find a WOD. Like, have you seen me do a speed run of, like, Flashback to Heck or something? I haven't done a run of that in, like, 2 years. Have you seen Flashback to Heck? JL, $10. Thank you. We didn't see Max. Max is on the floor. He's sleeping today. I don't know if he slept well last night. Speed of Doom. I don't know how to speed run Speed of Doom. Bodan. It has to be a WOD I know how to speedrun. I will play Speed of Doom at some point, though. I will. I'm sorry. I just made weird noises. I'm smoking weed, folks. What can I tell you? All right, Bodan. I've got a question for you. again, I want to let everyone know, Bodan, you have inspired me. Over the next couple of months, there will be new gaming projects that I'm going to be doing. Now, again, I want to advertise Sunday Runday once again. Sunday Runday are long streams. Now, I play video games. I speedrun them, which means you beat them as fast as you can. This is a hobby that I regret picking up, but I picked it up nonetheless like 9 years ago. And so I speedrun video games on Sundays. Sunday Runday, it rhymes. And so you can come in the chat. You don't have to like video games. It's basically, imagine this stream, right? Imagine this stream, right? This is a stream. Now imagine instead of the branding I've got there, instead of that, right? It's just moving pixels. It's a video game. Like there's a game there. That's basically what Sunday Runday is. So if you enjoy listening to me, if I say things that are intriguing to you in any capacity, if listening to me speak is relaxing for you in any significant fashion whatsoever, then you'll like Sunday Runday. I try to read every single chat room. I chat message in the room. I try to. And show me what Memento Mori looks like when the map triggers work. Are you talking about map? What is it? Map 9 has a lot of broken ones that happen sometimes. Is it map 16? No, 17. I think, yeah, it's map 16. I think 16 has a lot of broken ones. Yeah. Try speedrunning Memento Mori, UV Max. Lauren, 4 hours. Try speedrunning Memento Mori, UV Max, and then something not fucking working. Am I a pro speedrunner? I would say I was a pro speedrunner. If that is a question being asked, I will utilize that terminology and apply that to myself. In the past tense. You say wrong. Well, your name is Dogwood. I like dogs, so I'll hear you out. But let me know what that means. If it's not Doom 5, I don't really care. Wow, Bodan, very critical right now. Former multiple world record holder. That's true. That's true. That's factual, actually. I would even go as far as to say that's very true. That's maybe the truest thing that's ever been said. Yo, I should play some Mega Man today, too. Bodan, you're being rude. You're being a rude dude. I love the upward inflection. It's unique. Thank you. I'm a unique person. That's true. This is what I was saying before about common sense. No good, folks. Have you tried the Viscera Fest Doom type demo? I don't know what that is. I am still the Gubble world record holder. For those of you that don't know, this song, I'm about to play it, so watch out. Wait, let me turn the gain off before I break your ears. This song here, the opening and closing song, is actually from a video game. And you might not know this. The video game is called Gubble. And so I am the best player in the world. I'll show that a little bit. There we go. Check this out, folks. This is my Gubble world record. You'll see it's on my channel. I'm going to like my own videos. Is that okay? This is the Gubble. Listen to it. Listen to it. Yo, the soundtrack for this game is... it's tremendous. It really is. I've actually got Gubble in arm's reach. Believe it or not, I've got Gubble in arm's reach. This is how much I like this game. It's in arm's reach. I got it right here. See? Now, this might be a little alarming to you, but I'm currently trying to see if I've got 2 gobbles in within arm's reach. I might. So I remember I had another one over here at some point. Folks, I've got some news for you. I've got a sealed gobble in arm's reach. It's literally on my desk. Factory sealed gobble in arm's reach. So that's 2. That's 2 gobbles in arm's reach. They're literally, you saw me. I didn't move. This is how much Folks, I think that's the only amount of gobbles I have. Anyway, so that's the gobble story. Anyway, so I'll be. I know I got. This is like my first Sunday Run Day with like a bump in viewership. So, Sunday Run Day should be live in a couple hours. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I don't know why I'm gonna do it today. I don't know what order I'm gonna do it today. This a whole day. I'm a whole human. You're not my boss. What are you fucking my boss? Like, what are you doing, man? Hey, you go Sunday Run Day. No, I'm not doing that. I'll do Sunday Run Day when I fucking want to. I'll do it when I fucking want to. You want to know where I'm gonna do Sunday Run Day?
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia. That's where they should be done. They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe.
As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
Get your words straight, Jack.
We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources. They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive audience. They won't come out and address Bree's audience, or Katie's audience, or Justin Jackson, or you. They are not accountable to us. They're accountable to whoever the fuck themselves. Let's not kid ourselves. As Chris Hedges taught us a long time ago, the people attracted to politics are the most mediocre of people. They're not your friends. They are elected servants. It's not fucking treating them that way.
I hear Brownie is seconding you in the background.
They're not your fucking friends. They're the people standing in between us and fucking healthcare. They're putting their fucking personal position ahead of that. Don't fucking forget that. Who are you talking about with that? I'm talking about anybody who's a progressive in Congress who isn't endorsing hashtag the vote. All those motherfuckers who didn't show up today at our town hall. Every fucking one of them.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though.
They had a very bad original concept. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother. They're coming all over the place. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your... They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your... They're coming all over the place. They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. They're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. And they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. And they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. And they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins.
Eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Jeff. Did you use the word smart? But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people.
The good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is I'm coming back.